By now, I think most of you have heard, a disaster unfolded in Atlanta earlier this week. National championship game was on Monday. There were departures galore and winter weather that set in on Tuesday. So I had a lot of you asking me, have you seen the Scott Van Pelt picture? Had a lot of you asking me, have you heard the Scott Van Pelt travel story? Oh, I heard it. I heard it. It's tough. Let me give you a little background, by the way, on old SVP. One of us. Scott Van Pelt, forever one of us. At the national championship game Monday night, he's there to do Sports Center. So he's on the field. I'm on the field. Confetti starts raining down. I'm walking over towards the stage. SVP pops out of nowhere and yells, "Whomst to thunk it?" in my face. Just a quintessential one of us moment. Either you get it or you don't get it. He gets it. He's one of us. Also, he travels commercial, and he doesn't have to. And I have very, very rarely had problems traveling this year. Let me tell you some things you never want to hear. I had already gotten home. When I was looking at my phone Tuesday morning, I started having some buddies text me who were trying to get out of Atlanta. I started seeing on Twitter some people I know say, "I've never seen Hartsfield like this." You cannot possibly understand, unless you travel frequently, what that combination of words means. That is like a prison guard at Rikers saying, "I've never seen an inmate this unruly." That's like a meteorologist in Juneau, Alaska saying, "Boy, I've never seen a forecast look this cold." When people who travel are telling you ahead of time, "Get to the airport, I've never seen Hartsfield like this," that is nightmare fuel. And our man got caught up in it. Colin, do you have that picture that surfaced on social today? That is Scott Van Pelt. All 6'5" of him. There are only two things that could make a grown man assume this kind of posture. One is a beautiful woman, and the second is Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. That is a person imploding in on himself like a dying star. That is resigning yourself to the reality that is Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport the day after a major event with winter weather setting in. I would strongly encourage you to go listen to his show because there's a solid 20 or 25 minutes that was dedicated to this, and I sadistically listened to it. I even slowed it down to 0.75 speed. That's how enjoyable others' travel misery is. And here's the thing. I didn't get caught up in it because I was there a week prior. I got caught for 8 hours in Hartsfield coming back from the Orange Bowl. Me and McElroy got on an early flight out of Miami because we're going to beat the snow home. There was another snowstorm. The South is just winter wonderland. It's been that way this entire January. And so we get to Atlanta. I'm trying to get to Nashville. McElroy's trying to get to Birmingham, and heavy snow sets in. And we didn't get out in time. And so I get delayed like 6 hours, and then we spend another 3 hours on the tarmac de-icing, and we finally get out. So like I looked around, I said, we can't let this happen when we're down here again. We are not flying from Nashville to Atlanta. We are driving. So national championship game rolls around, and I got mocked. The casuals mocked me. The casuals hated on me as they watched me throwing up the deuces, pulling out of the bins, and saying, "I'm driving home. Y'all can stay at the hotel if you want to. You can risk this tomorrow if you want to. I'm driving home." Now, did it suck? Yeah. I had to make multiple stops at Quick Trip. I got home at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. Sun's about to come up. Rooster's about to crow as my head hits the pillow. But you know where that pillow was? It was in my bed. And some of the haters that cast aspersions my way got home yesterday. And it is Thursday. I'm not making that up. There were people who chastised me for having the audacity to leave the stadium and drive home that got delayed on Monday, sent to a hotel, didn't get out Tuesday, and got home Wednesday. Some of them couldn't help it. Our buddy's one of them. So here's one thing. I will forever respect Scott Van Pelt. He's been an institution in my mind for as long as I've watched sports, grew up on him, love him, and quintessentially one of us. But I would encourage any of you who witnessed that, including the person who took that picture, you need to enjoy sharing Row 33 with SVP while you can. Good podcast title name, by the way. Because as Vern Lundquist once said, there are few truths in an uncertain world, but one of them is I don't think our guy's flying commercial much longer. So hat tip, Scott Van Pelt, and everyone who went through that in Atlanta the other day. I have never been more happy to drive all night before in my life, considering what happened the next morning. Oh, what a mess, man. What a mess. Jesse, you drove home, right? Yeah, Jesse stayed overnight, but Jesse did drive home as well.